Sri Bhagavan's quotes. The absence of love is the root cause of all problems. Man's victory lies in his surrender to God. Sri Bhagavan.
Namaste. Let us see the revealed teaching of Sri Bhagavan. Life is to be lived, not perceived. Today's miracle is shared by Anand from Dubai, a native of Mettupalayam, Tamil Nadu. I discovered my dear Sri Paramjyoti when I was in dire straits. There I was standing alone amidst a sea of struggles that kept hitting and hurling me like relentless waves when my divine intervened. I was constantly in and out of impermanent jobs. On my way to Coimbatore, every day for work, I used to see Sri Paramjyoti Amma Bhagavan Sri Murti in the temple signboard. It seemed so dearly familiar. One day I decided to go in, and that was the day my destiny was rewritten by my beloved Sri Paramjyoti Amma Bhagavan. I began doing physical seva in Nemam, Satyaloka and here in Coimbatore, did whatever seva was available. Just being with Sri Paramjyoti felt so heavenly. When Amma's darshan was announced, I was worried that how can I go empty-handed to meet Sri Amma, since I was not having amount that my heart wished to contribute. I prayed fervently to my adoring Amma, and I was blessed with the money through a chit invested many months ago. That was my first miracle. In the darshan, I requested Sri Amma to bless me for an overseas job. As Amma placed her hands on my head and blessed me for wealth, my life turned over a new leaf. Soon after returning home, I got a job in Good Shepherd School, Ooty, as dormitory in charge. Knowing fully well that it is completely a new turn in my profession, I went ahead realizing that the divine forces are guiding me. It was like in a real life movie. I used to take few interested students to youth processes in Satyaloka and GC in 2005. One among them transformed so much that his father was so impressed and inquired me. He gave me my first flight ticket to Kerala and I went to meet him there. He offered me a job in Dubai in oil sector diesel. Once I landed here in Dubai, I was dumbfounded by the way Sri Paramjyoti pushed me towards prosperity. In 7 years, I was able to settle all our loans, invest in properties in Mettupalayam, and build our own house as well as others for rental income. Bought a farmland here too. Sri Paramjyoti guided me to start my businesses. Now I run 3 businesses in Dubai: Orange Diesel Trading and Transport, with 28 trucks with an annual turnover of hundreds of crores of rupees. My life is entirely driven by the omniscient, omnipresent God, my beloved Sri Paramjyoti, and I merely flow with them. My greatest ever blessing is my Sri Paramjyoti. Thank you so much, dear Sri Paramjyoti Amma Bhagavan, for eternal blessing of being inseparably with you at your divine lotus feet.
Kalki Seva Sangha. Everyday Kalki Seva Sangha volunteers carry out various activities across hundreds of locations all over the country. Every day we present one such activity. Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. Service is not a concept but a response. Sangha members distributed provisions to sanitary workers at Sankaramatam, Vijayawada. Sangha members appreciated and blessed them for their service. All the beneficiaries were extremely happy for recognizing their effort and blessed all the Sangha members. Sangha members expressed gratitude to Kalki for such kind of blissful seva opportunity.
If you become conscious of the conflicting inner dialogues, you would learn to accept them as different points of view and each true at their level. They are different perceptions, true at their level, and not wholly true. No such truth exists. Sri Bhagavan. Reflection. Become conscious of the conflicting inner dialogue.
On one occasion, a gentleman came to me, a 65-year-old, and he was weeping. I asked him, "What's the matter with you?" He said, "I'm 65, I've been a clean, good man, but the last few hours I'm seized with lustful thoughts, which had never happened in my life." Then I asked him, "Did it happen all of a sudden?" He said, "Yes." Then I said, "Could you tell me which place?" Then he told me, so-and-so place. Then I remembered the suicide pact between a boy and a girl who were in love, and they'd committed suicide there. Then I told him, "It's exactly because you went there, maybe another 6 hours you'll be free of it." And the man became free of it. So because he went to that spot, he picked up the thoughts there, and he was experiencing it as though they were his thoughts. And the poor man, having led a very spiritual life, was deeply disturbed. And the next 6 hours is completely free, especially after he got this clarity. So thoughts just come and flow. They could arise from the body also. Even if they arise from the body, they're still not your thoughts. They could arise from anywhere.
The awakened one acts without possessing, interfering, or expecting anything. The unawakened one does the opposite.
Secrets of Success. Sri Bhagavan says, "You are as big as you believe you are." I heard Sri Bhagavan saying all modern science is poetry. In what way it is so?
This refers to scientific theories.
सत्यधर्मपालका सौभाग्यदायका सच्चिदानन्द परब्रह्मा सत्यधर्मपालका सौभाग्यदायका सच्चिदानन्द परब्रह्मा सकल चराचर चैतन्य रूपा सकल चराचर चैतन्य रूपा सगुण निर्गुण रूपा भगवान सगुण निर्गुण रूपा प्रणामं प्रणामम् आनन्दकोटि प्रणामम् सत्यधर्मपालका सौभाग्यदायका सच्चिदानन्द परब्रह्मा